or will you fucking fight back?
Time to review Kengan Omega chapter.
Welcome to Weeb Sheet.
Yeah, Weeb Sheet. Mike.
I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Mike. Alright, and we're just gonna jump right into it.
We're going to be reviewing
Kengan Omega chapter 0. So, starts off basically like just normal fighting as per usual.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We get a cool first color page, which is awesome. Everybody's kind of shaded out.
No.
I think it's kind of just like purposely giving us a great setting and kind of like clearing everybody out, making it mysterious on purpose, obviously.
Showing there's a lot of people watching it to make sure, like, oh, it's an important match, but you can't know who everyone is because it's a dark, mysterious group. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Goes into the second page. We see somebody who looks an awful lot like
Our original guy from Kengan Omega. It's Riku, right? No. Raiku.
You should definitely know his name.
Yeah. Well, it's Raiku.
Well, now we know it's Raiku, but we know it because we're in chapter.
Oh, it's Oma. It's Oma.
Okay, so we'll do that part again.
Tsukita Oma. Alright,
Okay.
Well, we basically see a guy that looks like the character from last manga, Tsukita Oma.
Yeah, which, I mean, he's got a hoodie on, but we could pretty much tell. We have no idea where this is. There's a cool guy that he's fighting against.
He looks like that guy from Street Fighter, I think it was, who has a sword, wears the mask.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but he's wearing a robe making him look like a Chinese martial artist.
I mean, the mask just looks phenomenal. I love the engravings on it. We haven't seen anything like this in the past, Kengan Omega.
Yeah, they didn't wear masks.
Yeah, so this is going to be like, we're definitely like seeing cool new fighters, but they're also giving us this new character that looks a lot like Tsukita Oma to make it
like a reference to the past.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like the very next page is basically like just him just punching someone. Of course.
Exactly. Wishing upon their face. Like, it's so cool. Like, I love the intensity this manga like portrays with the shadows and just like little straight lines.
It's the rough edges, straight lines. Basically, when they ever muddies it up, it's like a very action, violent scene. So it's actually really cool. Plus, you can see the white of his eyes, like he's staring dead on, which is always fun. So the very next is basically going back to our little black and white manga palette, where it's just basically waking up from a dream. It seems like, or going from the dark to white.
I can't tell if it's fast forwarding or backtracking at this point, because that's usually what the black means, like past scenes. So we go into a hybrid karate tournament. Kanokai's karate tournament, and it's the
Shungoku Region Open Tournament Hybrid Karate, which is just probably another form of some guy's version of karate.
Yeah, I don't remember us going to the Shugoku region in the past Kengan Omega. I might be mistaken, but
I think it was honestly, they may have dropped into it, but the moment they went to that island, like, who cared for the past?
Yeah.
So we start on the next page, and it's just two guys just going at karate. They look like they're going to grapple each other.
Again, very intense from the beginning. Great line work, great drawing style. We see what looks like to be.
It's his opponent's a white belt, and then previous tournament champion, so he's probably a black belt or some crap like that. But they're grappling, and Osha can't grapple him, but his opponent's only a white belt.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. We're definitely seeing it from the perspective of the audience looking at, like, the main guy. We definitely still can't see his face. Like,
no.
That, like, they're purposely doing that, give more mystery to it.
Like, and they're already putting him at the lowest level. He just started this. He's just a white belt. He just got entered.
Yeah.
So that the fact that he's grappling a champion of the previous tournament, and then we all suddenly go straight to a kick where our unknown guy basically kicks the previous champion in the leg.
It looks like it's about to break his leg, to be honest. Like, it looks amazing.
He basically is straining with like, that's so heavy.
Yeah.
And so next page is basically him just getting straight up punch right at the temple.
So he goes from a low kick to a straight up punch in the temple. The guy looks like his eyes go blurry.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out.
Yeah, like he's definitely getting knocked out.
And it's like, oh, you can't do that because I think in karate tournaments you actually can't hit the head. That's like a big no-no. Like, well, I think for most karate tournaments you can't punch, you can't kick, you can't do anything with the head. So it's a foul. That's not allowed. Everyone's losing shit. And then next one is
he proceeds to grab with him and just tosses him like right on the floor. Referee keeps telling him stop.
Yeah.
Again, doing a good job with just showing us his intensity and how like he's still like a beginner, quote unquote, for like belt wise.
But he's smiling at this like it's nothing.
Like he's taking this previous champion like it's literally nothing.
Yeah. So he throws him around, he's about to punch him in the face, and then he gets grappled by like 4 different people, calling him out of his mind, like crazy, all that shit.
Like they're really trying to go at him here. They can barely hold him back. Like you see the intensity in their face, like
they're all screaming.
They're struggling to really hold him, which is pretty cool. But like,
and then he basically states like, "Oh yeah, hybrid karate, my ass," and then. He basically goes into it, he put limits on this, and blah, blah.
Making fun of it. Like, going back to the old Kengan Omega, just showing how much, like, certain fighters don't really care for rules. They just rather be...
That's the whole point of those matches, where it's like, you enter, you fight, it doesn't matter what, you just enter, you can fight. And so he's basically calling them out for not being, like, a real fucking form of martial arts. Mm-hmm. And then, he calls him out saying just want to be mixed martial artist because it's not like an actual, like to him, of real form because there's rules and all this shit. Mm-hmm. And then I guess like the director loses his shit and basically says, "Oh, you think you pull this shit? You're ready to face the consequences." And there's, I want to say like 15, 20 people in the room all just shuffling towards him.
Yeah, they're very upset with him. Yeah. Clearly, he's not... Nobody really knows him there. He just kind of entered the tournament willy-nilly and...
Yeah, and then he's just like, oh, ho, ho, director.
Yeah.
And then you finally get to see his face, and it's I feel like this guy's trademark is this, like, intense face panel. This guy's
this grinning face.
The grinning, like, intense face of just, like, come at me.
You know who he reminds me of?
Asa from Black Clover.
No, he reminds me of the guy that, the one that became black eyes, black pupils, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, the murder clan?
Yeah. What's his name?
Basically the one who fought in the tournament.
The one that fought against Oma.
Oh, yeah.
And gets beat?
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has that same type of, like, energy, like, just calling...
Same hair, same facial...
Except the murder vibe. He's basically just saying, like, yeah, you're crying shit.
Yeah.
And his name is Narushima Koga.
Yeah. He's pretty young, too. He's 20. I don't think Oma was 20. I think Oma was a little older at the time.
21, 22, or something like that.
Yeah, not much older, but he was definitely older.
He could drink his wine, basically.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in Japan it's legal at 18.
It's legal at 18. A lot of things are legal at 18. Japan's fun.
We should go there.
Yeah.
But, down completely cuts to
a little cafe, food shop, where we're introduced to a new character, Koga's friend, Asari Kosuke. Or
Kosuke? Asari Kosuke.
Alright, sorry.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. And he's like talking about like you got kicked out of another dojo, so this obviously is the first time he's been in like I can't believe you didn't get your ass kicked. So obviously he must have fought everyone there when getting kicked out. Absolutely. Very next panel we see him just bruised with scalps and marks, but full set of teeth.
Enjoying a beer.
Yeah.
He's barely bruised, and it shows him like beating up like at least 6 people in the panel. Like,
spin kicking some guy in the face underneath them. Like, yeah, they did kick my ass, but...
His friend is acting like this is not, like, this is...
Oh, that's common, I guess.
Exactly, like a thing that happens almost every day for him, like... gets kicked out of dojos he joins.
Yeah, because he's bringing them out like, this is what you do for the 4th karate dojo. You join, you challenge it, you get kicked out, or rinse and repeat.
And, like, he also mentions how he did the same thing with kickboxing dojos
and
MMA. So, obviously this isn't his only martial arts style that he's practiced and that he's fine fighting.
But he just wants to fight people stronger than him. He doesn't want to deal with people weaker than him. So I guess in theory, like, if you can beat everyone in a dojo or mixed MMA thing or kickbox thing, obviously he should move to another place. So he's just being a jackass street fighter. Alright. So
it definitely feels like he's got an inflated sense of self just off of
beating up a lot of people.
Like, they were nothing. They were just ants. I want to get stronger. Blah, 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 blah.
And then he wants, like, a fight to the death. Like, basically his friend's calling out, like, don't you think this is kind of weird? Like, why would you want that? And then he's like, then guy's like, yeah, no, you gotta find me more. Like, you're good with that theater shit, right? Just find me a more violent way to learn fighting.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a pretty cool way for us to be learning about each other's character. They're doing a really good back and forth just between friends, giving us a lot of information about things they know, but they're letting us, the reader, know, like, quite nicely. Hey, this is pretty much the nerd guy, the sidekick that gets everything, like, looked up for him, and he's the main guy.
And this is a guy just like, hey, you do computers. I mean, you click, 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 clap. Like, that's, and the friend's just like, that's not how you fucking do it. This isn't the Wild West, but I'm smart, so I think I can do something.
Yeah.
And he's like, he doesn't say, like, really? He's like, for real? And it's like, oh, yeah, like, there's energy behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, the dark web.
He does bring up the dark web, which is pretty cool. Showing us, this is pretty much present time.
This is 80% of the internet is a dark web, and...
Yeah. He literally explains the dark web, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Explains it through the beer that his friends are drinking, so...
Yeah, and basically it's like, yeah, you can do firearms, drug sales, criminal recruitment, everything like that. It's only accessed through the dark web, specific programs, blah, blah. And he's like, because at first he's like, the internet isn't like the Wild West. But then it's like, there's so much information, it might as well be the Wild West, so... He's like, yeah, I should be able to find it. He looks all mischievous because the dark web's like this evil.
He's got a pretty cool look to him.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me back of Yamashita's older son. Going back to the dark web.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool showing us just a bunch of people that know how to get through this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the only way you're going to get to these tougher underground tournaments.
Yeah. So basically, then he just, like, our main guy just goes, finishes his drinks. He's like, okay, do it then. It's just like, you can't. He seems like mad because he wasn't impressed with the fact, like, oh, I know the secret dark organization. I was like, okay.
He's not even fazed by it. He's just like, okay, just do it. Like, he thinks it's like regular internet. Yeah, like, no big deal.
I just want to fight people. I don't care how. So they transition to it looks like a bleachers or some sort of park area. They're just sitting out.
His friend is definitely being smart about it. Mentions how the laptop's stolen. He doesn't want to get caught being in the dark web because he is going to get arrested.
I like how he has a little icon just called dark web. Like he doesn't go.
That's what I was thinking too.
You don't use a VPN. You don't have this little like filing software or something like that. No, just do dark web. Like,
like
it's like Microsoft.
Right next to my Mozilla or Google Chrome. Let me just have dark web. There we go.
Yeah, it's just a different internet browser. It might as well just be Firefox with like a friggin' different like ping on it.
Yeah.
Alright, and he's just I'm connected, and he just looks up martial arts underneath. See, I like how the first one says underwear. It's like martial artist underwear. That's the first thing people want when they're looking up for underground martial arts. Underwear.
Yeah, there's also martial arts under.
I think it's basically suggested what you're currently writing and like other suggested.
Okay.
I am assuming
martial arts underwear is the most suggested thing in the dark web, like most looked up thing. So that's something I didn't know people were into.
I mean, if you want some intense smells, you're not going to get anything more than MMA people sweating at the. I don't want to think about that. All right, so we just put the keywords, and then we get like basically, oh yeah, there's all these videos and hints, and they're reviewing it right now, and they look like some that are like back alley fights with these two big guys, some that are look basically fight rings and like some like
it mentions different. Yeah, it also mentions different places all
Asia,
over the world,
UK,
Italy, yeah.
And he's like, well, we're in Japan, so going into Japan.
Yeah.
And he just looks up martial arts underworld Japan, and then you're like, oh.
He's also like the main guy's name. We still don't know his name, do we?
We do know his name. They did show us his name. It's just it's hard to remember his name. His name is Narashima Koga.
So we'll just call him Koga for sure.
Yeah, just Koga. He's Koga.
So Koga does mention like these are all amateur fights.
And
I want something better than this.
And we're in Japan, so how can we look for Japan? Because I'm not going to fly across the world. So he's like, okay, and I found it, Koga. Looks like it's run out of Japan. Huh. Kabusha Negai matches.
It does mention Japan's biggest underground martial arts.
And it does mention Negai, which is basically the current head of the Kengan. Yep, it says Kengan matches.
Yeah. It's actually like kind of weird that it does this into the dark web because in Kengan Asura, it mentioned like how hard it was to get any information about this. Instead, here in the dark web, they're able to find Japan's biggest underground martial arts, proxies for corporations, fighters. Like it gives you like it's not much information, but it's a good amount of information.
Like more information than should be out there. So it's like weird because like the big thing was that no one outside of their organization even knew about the Kengan matches.
Yeah.
A lot of the fighters only heard about it because either CEOs basically found them out
and like headhunted them. Like.
Yeah, or basically the fighters, like it was like basically the top level fighters knew about it because like that was like if you want to be the best fighter, you went to a Kengan match.
Yeah.
So he's like, here's a list of corporations, and they're like watching the videos now.
That's like ridiculous.
And
I mean, it doesn't show.
Those are from the Kengan Zora.
Those are from the last match.
Yeah, but they
last
have a cool little like video grain of it, and you can see how there's like some stances. And
it does say it's only stills though, so those are just pictures.
Oh,
they're not videos.
Yeah. They're out of focus, but like you see, like I think that's a wrestler, Sikabayashi Jun. Oh, I cannot pronounce those names for shit. And like they're seeing all these things, and he's like, "Oh, these gotta be fake, right? This is too much because like there's all these fighters. They look way too intense and doing shit like shouldn't be possible." So his nerve friend's like, "It's fake." But then you see like our one friend Koga is like, I'm not sure. Like he just looks like he's thinking.
Really questioning it. Like he would really be excited just because he actually knew the wrestler. So
he probably knows these fighters as well. But the very next image, you see him basically just like a spark in his eyes, like, yo, those are real. Learn as much as you can because you just realized something. And it was like, what? Why are you talking about?
Yeah, he's kind of like very. I don't want to say pessimistic, but.
He doesn't believe it.
Yeah, he really doesn't believe it. He's like, I don't know if these are actually real, man. What are the chances, pretty much?
Yeah, it's like basically you just stumbled upon like images and videos of like celebrities basically knife fighting in a cock match. Like, you're not going to believe it. You're like, this is bullshit, but your one buddy's like, learn more about this. This is real.
Yeah, he definitely... The biggest thing that's throwing him off is how these super big corporations are the ones that are doing these things. He's like, no way a CEO of a company would actually bring themselves to do this.
Coke would not sponsor a death match to the death.
Against Pepsi. That's the next big sponsorship.
Aren't those both owned by Nestle? So that'd be like a basic...
So then Nestle's just... it doesn't even matter.
That's like forcing both your kids to kill each other to see who's stronger.
Yeah. So... Probably not the best analogy I could have picked.
I mean, Spartans did that, and they were strong, so...
Can you imagine this is real? I would love to see who Disney picked as their fighter.
That would be awesome. The most, like, steroid-induced, like, medically enhanced, like, superhuman...
Oh my, like the German guy from the first Kengan Association match.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy was...
The one who basically cannot, or the guy that just cannot be killed. Like, they would change laws and lands just to get the strongest human being possible.
I feel like it'd be like something like out of Fairy Tale, when Gildarts walks into the town and changes everything just for him. Something like that.
Yeah. So he's calling him out basically, like, you believe this bullshit? This isn't real. Like, there's no way any corporation, like, he's like, yo, Koga? And he's like, and then you just...
Oh, he gets that intense smile again. Just so, like, not bloodthirsty, just excitement, I feel like.
Yeah, because he's like, yo, the things, what was it? A bolt from the blue? I don't recognize him anywhere. And you see he's just so energized, like something in him switched from like 1% to 100%. He's like ready to fight. The veins on his neck are always pulsating now. The veins on his eyebrow are pulsating.
Yeah, he really wants this.
Yeah,
he really wants this.
You see he's staring at something. And he's staring at our boy from our
Tokido Oma.
Yep, Oma.
So, oh my god.
And
he calls him a piece of shit, so he's got some anger issues
3 years.
Him. Yeah.
So it's definitely the future. So
yeah, we don't know how long ago Oma did. We don't know if this is a couple of months
or a couple of years.
A couple of years after.
But it's been 3 years. So apparently he interacted with Oma 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And at the end of Azura, passed away, so basically, like, it had to have been within either maximum of 3 years, like, basically, right when he was about to join the boat for the Kengan matches, he just basically, like, bitch smacked it, like, our good boy Koga, and then just got on the boat, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's been 3 years since you bitch smacked me, or been much earlier, like,
exactly, it could have been, like, this can be, like, 3 months... Or 2 months after. It doesn't even, like, even if it's 2 months after the Kengan matches, and then we still know that he had this interaction with him that long ago.
3 years. So we just move on.
I feel like that's giving us, like, a nice end game to, like, kind of power scale him almost.
Yeah.
Like, he got fucked up by Oma. We don't know how much.
I mean, he still has full set of teeth, and as we've seen in those matches, he can
handle himself.
Yeah, definitely. The fact that he isn't paralyzed, he doesn't have broken bones, he has a full set of teeth, he isn't dead, because that's apparently a consistent thing as well.
So, I mean, let's hope nobody dies this time around. At least not the main character.
Yeah, let's hope the main character doesn't die.
We have yet to see, like, this chapter really based off of Koga. Yeah. It started off with the guy who looks like Oma.
Yeah.
So,
but it looked like it could have been the past because, like, it was like fighting someone we've never met with a mask and old tribal outfit, and they were in like a Chinese or.
You think that could have been Oma in the past?
I think it could have been one of his ancestors, or it could have just been a very old match because it could have been his like
That looked like a big tournament, man.
It looked like a big tournament, and it also could have been Oma's like teacher.
That's true, because they did kind of look alike. And we don't really get a full set of his face.
Yeah, so you just see like some of his face and a punch, and it looks like an old match. So basically, just showing us that these weird like dark like Kengan matches exist, and they're full like people. Like corporations back then or dark figures, and then you basically see someone from the outside trying to get in. This whole chapter is like all about introducing a new character, just trying to get into the Kengan matches that were majority of all of Kengan and Zura.
Yeah, so we're definitely getting back into the Kengan Association for sure. Like, they definitely set it up. It's going to be interesting if he's going to be working for Yamashita Trading Company, he's going to be a big main part of it again.
Yeah.
Or
Nogi. Like he's going with
Nogi Group. Or one of the other big guys. A lot of the other people are probably still going to be holding on to their fighters.
Yeah, because they didn't die. There's only a few that are kind of like paralyzed.
Nintendo, or whatever they call it. Nintendo. I wonder who their next fighter is going to be.
Yeah, because like Nintendo, the corporation is definitely going to be involved again, but
they lost their fighter because the guy didn't want him anymore.
They could have gone. No, I think they could have gone back because I think if that guy lost, he may have been replaced with a new head of the company, and they may bring him back, or they may have another fighter. Like,
yeah.
Because I still want that guy from the Kengan.
I feel like he's going to be fighting through somebody else because the wrestler was training him.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, that guy's definitely coming back.
Oh, and I can't wait for Superman to come back. Oh,
Superman.
He's been training for a while now, I guess. Like we're gonna find out definitely how long he's been training for, but so the main guy that won wasn't even happy about how strong he was. He wanted to be stronger, which is insane.
Yeah. And there's also the guy that basically, he was part of the Nogi group, and he actually started his own company, basically. He was one of the...
the Superman guy.
Yeah, he is Superman.
Yeah.
I was thinking of someone else, I don't know why. But yeah, no, he's going to come back. He has his own lackeys he's going to be helping with.
Yeah. So, he's going to be pretty cool.
I want the Prince in his, boxing, night. Basically.
Oh, yeah, the Prince guy.
The Prince guy. The Prince guy and his night is cool as fuck. And I swear, there was another one of their group that snuck on the island. I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of fucked off after a while. But he was, hilarious because he was so innocent, basically, because he was just, helping...
The medical guy?
Yeah, he was helping the medical guy, but, he didn't ever do anything after,
He got fucked up.
Oh, yeah, I know. Did he basically bitch...
He got messed up.
he got, because he basically, talked smack about the bodyguards, and then got destroyed.
He got 2 shot, I think.
He was 1 shot.
Really?
Oh, he was instantly 1 shot. Because he's your bodyguards ain't shit.
Those bodyguards, they're strong.
Yeah.
Those guys are pretty cool.
I feel like this whole, this is just basically the second series of the Kengan. I guess what do you call these, Kengan mangas, I guess?
It's definitely a sequel. For sure.
Yeah, so we have Kengan Azura, Kengan Omega. I think there's a third one called Year Zero, which probably is a 1-shot. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, no, and it's getting more popular, and it's January 2019. So there's going to be an anime of this summer. Or this fall.
I cannot wait for the anime to come out. Yeah. I really hope they do it justice. I hope they do it as dark as the pictures,
it's gonna
high shading, very intense look on people's faces.
Would you want this to be a more scene per scene? So basically, when the anime basically is running, it has a good scene to it where it ends and it's a beautiful piece of scene, or is it a fluid basically? So you have Naruto fighting, or the individual frames look shite, but the actual
You know what?
motion.
Now that you mentioned the Naruto thing, I feel like it'd be so cool if it'd be. Naruto was really fast-paced, and I think this can't be as fast-paced because it would take away from the fighting style.
Yeah, because there's a lot of last-second moves where they change, so I think it's going to be a lot.
I feel like if they would do it, you know the very last episode of One Punch Man, how heavily shaded it was, high intensity? I feel like if they would do it like that, that would definitely do it justice.
I feel like that's what's going to be the best. There's going to be some fast scenes, but most of it's just going to be the one panel scene showing the kick or the elbow or some shit that. And
I feel like they could do some cool fast scenes like Naruto style or Dragon Ball style almost. With the lightning guy. I forget his name, the one that works for the Gold Pleasure Group.
I can't recall. Gold Pleasure Group?
Mm-hmm. With the blonde girl, blonde girl with the big tits. She puts them under his spell to make him stronger. Oh
god, that shit.
So yeah.
I can't believe that was an actual power that was used.
We still don't know anything about it. For some reason, she just makes people stronger.
No. It's basically they will be the strongest they will if they
but they can't properly think.
Yeah, they will ignore all pain, all this shit.
Yeah.
Because of testosterone and hormones. And,
that's crazy.
There's a real reason behind it. They're basically proven that if there's a hot girl next to you and you're working out, you basically do more reps, you lift more
But yeah, this was Chapter 0 review, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
I guess
that's what I'm. And this. Yes.